David Haye has a potential date with Tyson Fury at Old Trafford on September the 28th, 2013. Yeah. The fight with Manuel Charr is not on the table right now. Manuel Charr is looking for compensation from Adam Booth, saying that he still wants to fight Haye. The Fury-Haye fight could be worth $5 million apiece for both boxers. So I want big money British fight that. You know what I mean? And we're all looking forward to it. That will cement David Haye amongst the UK greats if he knocks off a 6'9" unbeaten prospect. You know, that will put him right up there. Only second behind Lennox Lewis in terms of British heavyweights.
With a right, left, you're toothless. And then you say, God damn, they ruthless.
Long-time boxing writer Colin Hart has been inducted into the Hall of Fame this weekend. Colin Hart has reported on boxing for 47 years and covered a whole lot of great fights. But he's more memorable to me for when Nassim Hamed got pissed at him for something that he wrote about Nassim. And Nassim said at some press gathering, Colin, listen to me. I'm speaking to you from my heart. I don't like you, Colin. I don't like you, Colin. You're a fool. Carl Froch still is not committing to fight at light heavyweight to take on either Bernard Hopkins or Nathan Cleverly. Frank Warren really wants this fight. He really wants to fight, stating reasons like it's easier to move up weight than it is to drop weight. Is he indicating that Cleverly is willing to drop weight to make the fight happen? Yes, he is. He's proposing a catch weight at 12 stone 4. And he's guaranteeing Froch a purse of $2.5 million. We'll see. We'll see how that one develops.
James
James DeGale, he too wants a shot at Carl Froch. DeGale states that his style is similar to Kessler and Ward, who both use their feet, and they both defeated Carl Froch, and he has a similar style, and he'll be able to do a similar job, in his opinion. DeGale fights tonight on a Channel 5 bill. I apologize to Channel 5 for putting their shit on blast the other day. I was sure they withdrew their commitment to boxing, but they haven't apparently. They still continue with that. So we have DeGale versus Bosick, whoever he is, Eubanks Jr., and that bill starts at 9:30, Channel 5. Marco Huck takes on Ola Afolabi for the third time. Huck is 2-0 up in the series so far, but they've both been very closely contested fights. More than likely, it's going to be a hard fight to judge, but even if Afolabi gets slightly better at the action, he'll probably come out losing a split decision or a unanimous decision, more than likely. More than likely, that's what's going to happen there. I have a feeling, because they bashed each other up pretty much. There's a possibility that one of them might not be prepared to put their body through what he's been through in their last two fights, and they don't make it the full 12. That's a distinct possibility. But the more obvious outcome is a tight points win for Huck.
Hitman!
Marcus Maidana versus Jose Cito Lopez. Well, Lopez is a very brave young man who will take his licks admirably and won't quit. But he's up against a power puncher, an improving power puncher. I just don't see him surviving the 12 against Maidana. I just don't see that happening. Lopez himself, with the words out of his own mouth, made this prediction real easy when he said that there's a good chance he won't stick to the game plan that they've planned for against Maidana. In other words, rush of blood to the head, and he's going to start trading with Maidana. And he just hasn't got the power to do that. You know what I mean? He's going to come with second. Of course he's going to come with second. You know? Like, you know, you have to look at it like this. If you're in a training camp and you're studying to fight a man a certain way over a long period of time, and then you go in the ring, you just start fighting with your heart. You start listening to the crowd. That's not a strength because it's pleasing to the eye to watch. That's a weakness on your part, not being able to stick to your game plan. That's what it is. You know, I've got Maidana blasting him out. This is predictions. What am I talking about? Okay. Fuck it. Let's have a music break. Adonis Stevenson versus Chad Dawson for Chad's WBC light heavyweight title. I'm going to give Chad Dawson the benefit of the doubt that he was fighting a man who is amongst the top 2 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, and he got KO'd. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to look too much into the fact that he got KO'd in sparring, because sparring is sparring, you know? Like, he's not the only guy who's got touched on the grill and knocked out in sparring. He's not the only one, yeah? This is boxing. Now, if he loses tonight in dramatic fashion, then the post-mortem will be studying the deterioration of his recuperative powers, his chin, and his durability. But I'm going for Chad Dawson on points. That's what I'm going for. Yurikis Gamboa versus Dali Perez. I know nothing about Dali Perez, but I'm looking forward to seeing Gamboa back in action tonight. David Lemieux, the power puncher from Canada. He's fighting an opponent I don't recall ever hearing about, who has a surname that I'm looking at and trying to pronounce it and saying correctly is becoming an odious task in my mind, so I'm not going to. Alan Green returns to the ring tonight, fighting Eleider Alvarez. Got no idea who he is either. We'll see how much the Green Machine has left after being KO'd by Kessler in a fight that he should have won, really. Like, when he had Kessler down, should have put him away, really. You had him hurt, should have put your man away. Super flyweight title fight on tonight. Juan Carlos Sanchez versus Roberto Domingo Souza for the IBF Super flyweight title. On the same bill, Jesse Magdaleno takes on Henry Maldonado. The consonants in both their names could prove a nightmare for the commentator. Angulo. Alfredo Angulo takes on Erislandy Lara in a fight that I expect Lara to show his full repertoire of punches, show how competent he is in defense. And a lot of people are saying it could be a tough fight. No. I've got a feeling that, Lara's gonna, beat this boy out badly. I've never rated Angulo. I know a lot of the Latin fans, they got on my back about that on one particular thread when I said this guy, they were like, it just seemed like there was this big hype about Angulo, man. Not shortly before the Kirkland fight. And I'm saying, but this guy's just an ordinary fighter. What are you seeing to say this guy is going to be this important fixture in boxing? And I just didn't see it. We'll see. Chad Dawson is saying with absolute confidence that his power is back in his upcoming match tonight with Adonis Stevenson. He's saying he's back to his proper fighting weight and everything should be back to normal. And to add to that, with his pedigree and his decent resume and his skill set, he should win on points tonight. He should be basically just trying to win this fight on the jab. Ben Durs, who is a sports writer for the BBC at the O2 Arena, Carl Froch delivers a reminder of how glorious boxing can be. Well, Ben, maybe you better go tell your paymasters at BBC the same thing and they can put some professional boxing on the goddamn television. Leon Mackenzie, the son of Clinton Mackenzie, who was a former British and European title holder. Clinton also fought Sugar Ray Leonard as an amateur and lost to him on points in the Montreal Olympics. The Mackenzies are a fighting family. You know, there's Duke Mackenzie, who was about a three-time world champion or something, or two-weight world champion. And I think there was a couple more brothers who got in the ring and did their thing, you know. There was Winston Mackenzie, who I think recently was contesting to be the Mayor of London. And there was Dudley Mackenzie. And that's the Mackenzie family. Duke was the most successful, obviously. So they're a fighting family. Leon Mackenzie is actually a former Premiership footballer who played for Norwich City. He actually scored against Man United. At 35 years of age, he's decided to become a professional fighter. And we'll see how that develops.
Hitman!
Willie Lemond, still fighting. Years after his epic battle with Amir Khan, where, you know, the relatively light punching Lemond floored Khan badly, and Khan got back up and won the fight, stopped him. He defended his Commonwealth light welterweight title against Mitch Prince with a unanimous points win in a pulsating encounter. Still going. Funnily enough, the BBC actually have a decent section on boxing on their sports website. Shame they ain't actually putting no fights on television, you know. Saw Chad Dawson and Donnie Stevenson getting into it at the weigh-in, which was interesting. I think sometimes we expect to see an all-out war after such occurrences, but nah, I don't expect that they're just going to abandon their game plans and throw shots madly. No, they're going to stick to their game plans and fight disciplined fights. Could be a good fight still. Could be a good fight. As for Alexander Povetkin and Vladimir Klitschko, the streets is watching. The streets is watching, yeah? So, this isn't no unification clash like people are trying to bill it, yeah? One of you has the lesser WBC belt, and one of you has what may be deemed as the official joint. So it's not no unification fight. Only one man should have a belt per governing body, yeah? No more Eremitus, Interim, Junior, Diamond, Super Champ. No, that's bullshit, right? So this ain't no unification bout. Is the fight significant? Yeah, it's significant in terms of straightening out who is who in the heavyweight division. But the more pressing dynamic is the streets is watching. Now, Povetkin is pushing for the people who handle the drug testing to be Russian. Fair enough. Klitschko is pushing for the Germans to handle it. Fair enough. My question is that if you can't negotiate that quickly, smoothly, who handles it between both camps? The WBA should be stepping in and should be saying, okay, no need for this. We'll run this, right? We're going to get a neutral doping agency to handle the testing. And if you don't conform to it, we will strip you of your belts. You can fight a non-title fight. And that's the end of it. Because if one of you don't conform to the other's demands, I, for one, am going to be thinking, well, okay, if you're clean, why don't you just take the test what the other guy is demanding? And a lot of people think Klitschko is taking drugs anyway, right? Chris Bird implied it when we interviewed him. A few people chimed in on that interview and said, yeah, we think, you know what I mean? Vitaly, you know what I mean, he used to take them anyway. And that's not me making up nothing. He used to take them, and that's common knowledge, right? Got caught with them. So, you know, if you don't resolve this quickly and smoothly, Streets is watching. Streets is watching. And if the fight doesn't happen because of this, it puts a black eye on both of your names. Inquiring minds will want to know, like myself, what information do you have if I'm Vladimir Klitschko on Povetkin's agency who are going to do the doping? And the same question goes to Povetkin. What do you know about Klitschko's people that you don't like? That you're both so adamant you won't conform to the requirements of each other's doping agencies? I mean, don't play no skullduggery with us. Yeah? Let us know if these people are rotten. Or take the test. Take the test, Manny! Take the test! You know what I'm saying? You either know something or you don't. They need to clean this up. Because people are going to be looking at this heavyweight division. A lot of people have been throwing accusations, right, under the surface. Nothing's come out in the mainstream as such, right? Marius Watt got busted the other day. Clean it up quick. And get your fight on. And do what you got to do. Or that squeaky, clean reputation that the Klitschko's have built. Which is fake because, like I said, Vitaly used to take steroids. This undeniable, right? Vlad used to admire his bigger brother. Used to, you know, follow him around and wanted to do everything he did. Yeah? So, okay, I mean, it's a far stretch. I'm going to go there anyway. Yeah? So if you see your brothers getting all these results, they were kickboxers at the time or whatever, getting all these results, juicing up, you admire your brother, you want to get similar results from out of your training and performances at kickboxing. What, you didn't take him either? Okay. All right. I've got no proof. If I take that to court, it would be inadmissible, and I'd be walking back to my yard in my boxer shorts. Okay, yeah, I'll go with that. But you know, the streets is watching, rude boy. Run a rhythm selector.